My name's Rachel, and today we don't need anything special. I do always like to have my 2 yoga blocks, so feel free to gather your yoga blocks if you would like them. And we are going to start seated today. So if there's anything that you'd like to sit up on, you can have your blanket, bolster, block, or just be seated on the ground here. So I'll meet you on your mat, and we'll get going together. So nice to have you all here today. So as we begin this morning, we'll start cross-legged. Come into a comfortable seat on the ground or up on your prop. And just go ahead and let your hands come to your lap and feel your legs. You can close the eyes down or soften the gaze. We'll just start to welcome ourselves to the space as we are today. So maybe rubbing the thighs or the knees or shifting the body. Again, softening the gaze or closing down the eyes if that's comfortable. With your hands on your lap, take your seated cat pose. So drawing the navel in, the tailbone under, the chin towards the chest. And coming into your seated cow, breathe in, lift up, expand the belly, the ribs, throat, and face. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, rise up. Opening belly, ribs, throat, face. And exhale, release. Last time, breathe in. And breathe out. Pause at the bottom, taking a breath into the back of your body. Deep inhale. And full exhale. And your next breath, shrug your shoulders, sit up tall with the shoulders up, shrug up to the ears, and exhale back and down with the shoulders. And take that a couple times. Breathe in and lift. Exhale, release. Breathe in and lift. And exhale, release. And then sitting up nice and tall, let your palms open up if you'd like, or keep them down in the lap. Just coming into stillness here, taking a deep, full breath into the belly, your ribs, your heart and chest. And exhaling to release the chest and your ribs and your belly. Taking some time to settle into stillness as we come into this 3-part Dirga breath that you may be familiar with. As you breathe in through the nose, the belly expands, the ribs open, the chest expands. As you exhale, the chest softens, the ribs relax, the belly softens. And continue that at your own pace. So starting to slow down the breath or deepen the breath to a rhythm that feels comfortable, easeful, peaceful, and sustainable for yourself. And allow your mind to start to rest, to settle. Inviting in this coming home to yourself, to your heart, to your breath. And settling into this sense of ease and peace just as you are. Just as this day is, just as you're showing up today. Feeling a sense of completeness. And your next breath, let your hands come together to a prayer position, Anjali Mudra. Let your palms meet. And as you exhale, bowing your head to yourself and honoring your body, your mind, your heart today. And setting an intention of gratitude for yourself, for your own body, your own mind, your own heart, all the goodness, all the light that you have within yourself that you share out into the world around you. And just honoring that today without setting any intention of inviting anything in, perhaps having an intention of completeness or wholeness, just as you are today. And your next breath with your hands together, glide your hands up to the ceiling, let your arms lengthen up. You could lift your face, you could open your eyes. And exhale, open your arms wide, stretch your fingertips, let your hands come all the way down to the ground. On your next breath, take your right arm out and up and stretch up and over to the left side. Now take just a moment here. You can take a look up towards the ceiling, big breath in. As you exhale, circle the arm down in front of the body, all the way above the head again. And just take a few circles. And maybe the gaze wants to turn downward for a moment, feeling into the shoulder, the chest, the armpit, maybe the upper back. And as this arm sweeps around, let it land down on your left knee. And then sit up nice and tall and rotate to the back, coming into a spinal twist. You could look to the side, or you could look over your back shoulder. You could also close down the eyes. Take your back arm up and behind your head. You're going to catch the back of the skull, the elbow out to the side, and just lean over and kind of cradling the head in the hands. You can lean back and have that support of the head, or the support of the hand rather, on the back of the head. Come back up through center. Cross the arms. You can either hold the knees or slide down to the shins and around your back. Tuck everything in. And your next breath, sweep out and up, one big sun breath all the way to the top. And exhale, take your hands behind you. Let your chin drop. Let your fingers interlace. Press your fists down so you open your heart up towards the sky, squeezing backs of shoulders together. And exhale, release to your forward fold. So diving forward, you could let the hands go. As you fold over the legs, whether you're cross-legged or kneeling or any position you like to start for your centering, breathing into the outer edge of the hip, perhaps if you're cross-legged, or breathing into the back body, the low back, middle back, upper back. And exhale, releasing the breath. And begin to roll up. You can let your hands drift over your lap, pressing into fingers, lifting through the heart. Maybe lift the hips up. And release. And then recross your legs. So if you are in cross-legged, put the other leg in front. If you're doing something else, feel free to stay or shake it out. One big sun breath to the top. And exhale, let go. We're going to take that whole sequence on the other side. So as you breathe in, sweep your left arm out and up. Lean up and over to the right. You could start by maybe looking up. Deep breath in. As you exhale, turn the gaze down and circle the arm down in front of you. Out to the side, all the way above the head, a few circles with the top right arm. As it comes above your ear, pause there. You can turn the palm downward, gaze downward, deep breath in. Exhale, lower your hand to your knee. And then sit up tall and twist to the back. You can bring your back hand a little bit more behind you, melt your shoulders down, a few breaths. Back arm floats out and up. It's going to catch the back of the skull and lean up and over to the diagonal corner, opening the armpit, the chest, the shoulder, the waist. Up through center. You could unravel a bit as you cross the hands to the shins or the knees or the ankles around your back. And unwind everything. Big breath in, lift it all the way up. Exhale, hands behind you one more time. Interlace your fingers, perhaps the non-habitual way, other thumb and finger on top. Press fists down, lift heart up, and open up your chest. Exhale, release. You can dive over the legs. So just warming up the body, warming up the spine, the hips, the shoulders, connecting to your breath. And this idea of linking up our breath with our movement, being more present in our experience in our body today. And then start to roll up. Let your hands come over your lap one more time. Press down into fingers, rise up through heart. Let the hips float up if you'd like. And lower down. And then we'll meet in tabletop. So you can come over your shins or you can unwind your legs. And as you come to all fours, feel free to pad your knees if you wanted to with a blanket. If you have blocks, they could be framing the top of your mat. Hands will come forward. And find your hip circles. Start to circle and swing the hips around in one direction. And as the hips come to the back, start to circle and stir your hips the other way. And as your hips come to the back, take a wide knee child's touch the big toes, sink your hips back. Extend your arms. Pause here. Big breath. And full breath. With arms extended, if they're not yet there, roll out through cat. Bring your knees underneath your hips. And let's roll out to just a nice, easy up dog with the knees down, with the belly, the chest, the throat, the face. The gaze could go upward. And exhale back to child. So we'll take that a few times. You're just going to start to flow with your breath here as you breathe in, round your back, glide through cat pose all the way towards up dog with relaxed knees. And exhale, stretch it back. This time as you come forward, come all the way onto your belly. And take your hands off of your mat. So you can frame your mat with your fingertips. Adjust your blocks if you need to, elbows up in the air. Inhale to lift, let the heart rise up on a variation of cobra. Exhale, turn to the left and lower your right shoulder. Good. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, turn the other way. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, chest drops back down, hands come back by the chest, press into the hand, shift to tabletop, all fours, bring the knees underneath the hips, the wrists underneath the shoulders, wagging the hips a couple times side to side. Pausing in tabletop, extend your right leg back to three-limbed table and flex your foot and give the ankle a roll around one way and a roll around the other way. Keep your legs straight, point your foot, walk your other hand forward on fingertips or come up to balancing table, deep breath. Exhale, round and curl. Knee and elbow come in, round your back. Inhale, extend. You could flex the foot or point through the foot. Exhale, round and curl. Last time, breathe in, stretch out. Exhale, round and curl. As you inhale to stretch out, pause here. Point the foot if it was flexed, reach through the fingertips, stay or bend the right knee, toe up to ceiling. Left arm could come out to T. Left arm could also reach back or take a hold of the foot. If you have the foot, lift your heart, lift your gaze, breathe in, look up. And exhale, release, balancing table. Let's lower the hand and float the knee right through the hand. So you're going to slide onto your shin and slide your left leg back, or if it feels okay, come right into a pigeon pose. Bring the knee out and the shin forward and sink the hips down. Lift your heart up, breathe in. Exhale, open your elbows and pour yourself down over your legs. Do that twice more. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, release. Finding the breath and the movement together. Last time, inhale. And this time as you exhale, let's take a little pause. So walk forward and you could choose to land on the hands or on the forearms or open the elbows, stack up your hands or your fist or put a block under the forehead. I'll stay here for a few breaths. Breathing into the hips, the pelvis, the thighs, the back body. One more deep inhale. And exhale, release. Pressing the round away. Start to walk your body back up. You can frame your leg with both hands. Press into fingers, lift the heart up. And then release your gaze. You're going to plant your weight into your hands. Curl your toes under. Lift your back knee and slide your front leg all the way up towards three-limbed dog. And you can stretch it way, way up towards the sky. Maybe give the ankle a roll or a roll the other way. Keep it long and straight and pointed. Maybe bend the knee, let the foot fall back to opposite hip. Take a look under the right arm. And then kick the leg high to the sky. Draw your knee into belly. Flying plank, you're going to round your upper back. And then kick back, three-legged dog. This time we'll step or help the leg through the hands. So go ahead and step it all the way through. Soften and lower your back knee. Toes curled under or uncurled. Inhale, arms rise. And take your hands behind your head. Interlace your fingers. And then draw your elbows towards each other to face forward. On your next breath, lean back, point your elbows skyward. And exhale, release. Reach for the ground or your blocks. Shift your hips back, straighten your leg, flex your foot, walk your hands or your blocks back. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fold. Let's pause there for a breath. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, lengthen out from tail to head. Exhale, roll over the foot, bend the knee, dip the hips, shift the weight forward. Curl the back toes under, press into the left hand, fingers or block, and peel the right arm up to take a twist, holding there. Deep breath in. Exhale, lower your hand to frame your front foot, soften your back knee. Take a big step or little steps forward to forward fold. Inhale, lengthen to flat back. Bring your hands up to your shin bones, long spine from tail to head. Exhale, deep, hold, and pause. Take a moment here to land, breathing in and breathing out. Legs are straight or softly or generously bent. You can move your head or shake the head or find your shoulder roll. Then relaxing the shoulders, catch opposite elbow. Take a sway side to side or left to right. Pausing there, let your hands come off your elbows, bend your knees, and start to slowly roll your body up. And your next breath, inhale, your arms out. Exhale, hands to prayer. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release your arms. Let's be near the top of the mat, so step up if you need to. Inhale, a sun breath. You're going to take your hands behind you, interlace your fingers like we did when our knee down lunge. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, lean up and over to the side here, over to the right. You may take the gaze up and come through center, and then lean the other way. The hip can bump away, just like you would in a standing half moon. Come through center like we did in our knee down lunge. Bring your elbows towards each other and then lean back. Catch your head and just lift your chest. And then bend your hips back. Reach your arms forward to Utkatasana, standing squat. Deep breath in. Exhale, swing your arms alongside the body, flat back from tail to head. Release your arms, inhale Tadasana. You might take a little back bend here. And exhale, bend the knees and dive over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Slide your hands up to your shins or fingertips to the mat. Exhale, deep fold. Step your right leg back to low lunge and your left leg back to plank. Hold your plank, press out through your heels, press out through your head, draw the navel up and in. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, release your knees. Just the first time through, uncurl your toes, lower slowly. Modified chaturanga, elbows point back, nice and easy. All the way to the belly. Inhale, cobra, heart rises. Exhale to your belly. Inhale through table. Exhale to child. You're going to hold there for a breath or so. Take a deep inhale. And full exhale. Slide your hands under your shoulders. Press in a hand. Roll up or lengthen up to sit on heels. Knees are hip width and distance. Breathe in to rise up to your high kneel. Bring hands to low back. Chin down, fingers down, and elbows back. Inhale, lift your heart up. Exhale, release to tabletop, all fours. And you can give your hips that wag again, side to side. We'll start this sequence on the other side. So pausing in tabletop, send your left leg back, 3-leg table, flex the foot, give the ankle a roll. And a roll the other way. Keep your legs straight and pointed, walk your other hand forward, your right hand on your fingertips, or lift the arm up to balancing table, breathe in. Exhale, knee and elbow come in towards one another, spine rounds to cat. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round and curl. Inhale, extend and hold and breathe here. Point through your toes if you're not there yet. Bend your knee, toe up. Right arm could come out to the side. Right arm could also reach back or catch the foot. If you have the foot, press the foot into the hand. Lift your heart. You're going to hold there and breathe wherever you are. A couple breaths. If you have the foot, release it. Balancing table. Hand comes down, knee slides through the hands. You could slide right under the shin and kick the other leg back. Come high on your fingertips, stay here. Or pigeon pose, knee comes out, shin comes forward, hips stay facing forward. Scooch up just a little bit. Come on, fingertips, lift up, breathe in. Exhale, open the elbows, or the belly, the chest, the throat, the face down. Then come back up, breathe in, lift up. Exhale, release. Last time to rise, breathe in, lift up. And exhale, walk over your leg and come down onto the forearms. Or open the elbows, stack the palms or fists, let the head release, and pause. And breathe. Take a deep breath in. And full breath out. From pigeon pose, start to walk the torso back. You'll frame your knee with both hands. You can lift your heart up here. Coming into that big transition again, plant your hands down, curl your back toes under, lift your back knee. Pressing into the hands, slide the front leg all the way back. You're going to lift it way, way up, almost like a standing split in this down dog, way up. You could roll the ankle if you wanted, or the other way. If it feels good to bend the knee and let the foot fall back to opposite hip, you could. You could take a little twist, looking underneath the left arm, and kick it up. Knee comes into belly, flying plank just one time, round your upper back and hover. And kick back, three-legged dog. This time we're going to step or help it through. So go ahead and step your foot through or help it through the hands. Lower your back knee. Hands could be on the ground or on the blocks. Toes could uncurl here. Then inhale, lift your arms up. Good, beautiful job. Take your hands behind your head like you're going to do a sit-up. Then draw your elbows forward to frame the head. Deep breath in. As you exhale, lean back, cradling the head, lifting the belly, the heart, the chest, the gaze, the elbows. And come forward again. Catch the ground or your blocks. Shift the hips back, straighten the leg, walk the hands or the blocks back. Inhale, lengthen from tail to head. Exhale, fold. Pause and breathe. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, roll over the sole of the foot, bend the knee, dip the hips, walk the hands through the blocks forward. Curl your back toes under, lift your back knee. Press into your right hand, fingers or block, and peel your left arm. Hold there, deep. Exhale, lower your hand. Soften your back knee. Take a big step or a few steps forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. As you exhale, hands to prayer. You could close your eyes or soften down your gaze. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, release your arms. So you'll step forward one more time for now. Take your arms out and up behind your head, interlace your fingers. Take a breath. As you exhale, lean to the left and bump the right hip and look up. Come through center and lean to the right, bump the other hip and look up. Come through center, curl your elbows towards each other, facing forward. Breathe in. Exhale, lean back. Breathe in. Exhale, sit into Utkatasana and reach your arms up. Pause, deep breath. Exhale, flat back, arms alongside your back. Release, stand up, Tadasana, or a little back bend in the upper back. Exhale, bend the knees and dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Slide your hands up to your shin. Exhale, deep fold. Send your left leg back to low lunge. And send your right leg back to plank. And you're going to hold your plank again. Press out through the head, press out through the heels, draw the navel up and in. Option is stay in plank or drop your knees. Take a deep breath. If you're staying in plank, glide forward towards the tips of the toes, point your elbows back, hover at 90 degrees at the elbows or come to your belly. Inhale, cobra or up dog. If you're in up dog, be on the tops of the feet, straighten your arms and lift your knees up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to come up on the balls of the feet, lift your heels. Exhale, drop the right heel, bend the left knee, look under the right arm. Good. Inhale, rise up, lift your heels. Exhale, switch sides. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, both your heels drop on your next breath. Float your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee into belly, flying plank. This is a little different. Some of you might hold for a moment. Others might thread the right leg through and come on the outer edge of the right foot. You could also come on the inside edge of the left foot and lift to fallen triangle. And if that's too much, you want a little break, you could take a little break and breathe. If you're with me in fallen triangle, bring your hand back down and kick back to three-legged dog. If you guys are modifying, you might be in three-legged table right now. Otherwise, meet us in three-legged dog. And then draw the knee into the belly through flying plank and step or help the foot through to the top of the mat. Hands are on the ground or on the blocks. I'm going to use my blocks right now to frame my foot. Soften the back knee and lift your heart up. Exhale, lift the hips, straighten the front leg and pull the toes back. Do that twice more. Inhale, knees bend, look forward. Exhale. Straighten legs, flex your foot. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Bend your front knee. Keep your back leg straight. Press into your left hand, fingers are blocked. Peel your right arm up. Hold there. Breathe in. Exhale, lower the right hand and spin your back left heel down and your toes out. Press into the right hand, or the block might be helpful by the ankle, and peel your left arm up. So you're in almost like a side angle variation. Pausing here, pressing into the ground or the block. Keep the legs where they are. Let the top arm pull you up through warrior two. Then straighten the front knee and tip back, reverse warrior. Or triangle, I'm sorry, reverse triangle. Keep the legs straight, open the arms shoulder height. You have straight legs here. Slide your arms forward and bump your hips back, straight legs. Deep breath. Exhale to triangle. I'm going to bring my bottom hand to the block and I'm putting it right outside my right ankle. I'll move this block so you can see. Trying to get the pubic bone in line with the head. So for me, I have pretty long arms. So I'm going to come down one notch. You could also have your hand up on your shin if the ankle feels too far away. We'd rather be long and high than like kind of collapsing here, right? So finding a place where you can get a long line, even if it's a diagonal line, an open belly and heart, straight leg, and breathing in triangle. Take your gaze down for balance. Come on up, bend the front knee, tip back to reverse warrior now with a bent knee, and open arms shoulder height. Let's straighten the arms and the legs. Turn the toes to the long edge of the mat. So you're in a wide-legged stance. Inhale, arms rise up. And exhale, swan dive over your legs. Finding a bit of a twist here. On your next inhale, take your back left arm out and up and come high on the bottom right fingertips. Exhale, release, and deepen your fold. Come the other way. Inhale, right arm out and up, high on bottom left fingertips. And exhale, release. Then walk your arms forward in front of you. Spread your fingers wide. Draw the hips back, let the head fall through the arms. Take a couple breaths here, a few breaths here. Deep inhale. As you exhale, slide the hands back where they came from. Inhale, lengthen to flat. Then bend the knees and bring your hands to your thighs. Press off your thighs, lengthen your spine to come up. Take a big sun breath. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, arms shoulder height. Spin your front foot to the front. Bend your front knee to warrior two. Take a deep breath. And exhale, cartwheel down, the right hand to the ground or a block, the left hand to the ground or a block. You'll pluck your back heel up, so you're going to lunge. And then from here, I'm just going to scooch back. So we're framing the foot. You're going to walk your hands or your blocks forward a bit in front of your foot. Soften your back knee and your front knee and spring up to supported warrior three. Press the head away from your heel. We're taking a balancing pose right here. You're touching the ground or the blocks. Some of you might stay here. You might test your balance, letting go of the blocks or bringing the arms out to T. If anyone wants to come into balancing half moon, you could open your left hip and your pelvis. Now bring your right hand or block maybe a little more underneath the face. Take the left hand to the hip, if that feels okay. And those of you that have your balance, go ahead and lift your left arm up. You could look to the ground for balance, to the side or up to the ceiling. Those that want a little more, you could point your foot of the back leg, bend your knee, and maybe even reach back for your foot, kind of like we did when we were in our balancing tabletop, just catching the foot. Kick back to balancing table, balancing half moon if you're there. Release the hand, everybody. Standing split, lift the leg skyward. Everyone can do this. Drop the head, lift the leg, and take a curtsy. Bend both your knees and take a look up and forward. Kick up to standing split again and take your curtsy. And last time, kick up to standing split one more time. And this time, tuck that leg, that long leg, that left leg behind your right leg. So now you're standing on two legs, but the right leg's in front of the left leg. The outer edges of the feet are touching, they're crossed. Inhale, lengthen, flat back up onto fingertips, or up onto blocks, or up onto legs. Deep breath. And exhale to fold over your crossed legs. Few breaths. Take one more deep inhale. And full exhale. Okay, let's lengthen to a flat back. Unravel your legs. So just step them hip width and distance. Line yourself back up between the center lines of your mat. And then deep fold over the legs. And you might take a shaky yes. You could have straight legs or soft knees or shake no. And this time, go ahead and bend your knees and roll up to stand. So you can round your back. Taking your time to come all the way up. And at the top, big sun breath, let your arms flow out and up. Let your palms meet above your head. Bring your thumb right between your eyebrows, that third eye or point of intuition, your inner knowing. Take a deep breath. And exhale, thumb to heart center. Pausing and breathing here. Reconnecting to yourself, honoring yourself, this beautiful, able body that you have, this brilliant mind, this open, loving heart. Just as you are, welcoming yourself to this day, sending thanks, gratitude, appreciation, just as things are, just as you are. Take a deep breath. Exhale, release your arms. And then let's come up towards the top of the mat. Inhale, arms rise, just a regular half sun salutation. Exhale, swan dive over your legs. Inhale, lengthen halfway up. Exhale to fold. Send the right leg back, low lunge. Left leg back, left leg back to plank. You could lower chaturanga or modify with drop knees. Inhale, cobra or up. Exhale, down dog. From down dog, come on the balls of your feet, lift your heels up. Exhale, drop the left heel, bend the right knee, look under the left arm. Good. Come on the balls of your feet, lift your heels up. And exhale, switch. Good, last time. Inhale, run. Exhale to lower, staying in down dog. So you're gonna stay right where you are. Float your left leg up to three-legged dog. And draw the knee into the belly, flying plank. Some of you stay, some of you might take a little rest. Others might kick the left leg through, come on the outer edge of the left foot, press into the left hand, come on the inside edge of the right foot, and then maybe lift the arm, fall in triangle. Deep breath. Exhale, release it if you're there. Everyone, let's meet back in a three-legged dog or a three-legged table if you're modifying. Step or help the leg through your hands. Catch the ground or your block. Soften the back knee. Breathe in, look up. Exhale, lift the hips, straighten the legs, flex your toes back. So it's the same sequence now on the other side. 2 more times. Inhale, glide forward, look up. Exhale, lift the hips, straighten the legs, flex your foot. Okay, one more time. You're doing great. Bend your knees. Inhale. And exhale. Bend the front knee, keep the back leg straight. Press into the right hand, fingers are blocked. Peel your left arm up. Hold there, deep inhale. Exhale, lower the hand to the ground or the block. The blocks would be helpful here. I don't happen to have mine on this side, but if you have yours, you could use them. Spin your right heel down, pressing into the left hand, fingers are blocked. Peel your right arm up. So in this variation of a side ankle, take a look up. And then let the top arm pull you up through warrior 2, straighten the knee, and tip back, reverse triangle. Open arm, shoulder height. Good, let's pause here together. Straight legs, straight arms. Slide your arms forward, bump your hips back. Hold, good, good. Bring the front hand down to the shin, the ankle, the ground, or the block. So as I said before, I like to use that block behind my leg. I feel like that helps draw the torso back. So if you wanted that option, you can. Otherwise, you could rest your hand or you could be on the outer edge of the back of the hand to the inner edge of the calf. You're going to take a look up and breathe and triangle. And your next inhale, the top arm pulls you up, bend the front knee and tip back. Reverse warrior, dancing warrior. Come all the way up, open the arms, straighten the legs, turn the toes forward, the heels back. Drop your tailbone down, inhale your arms up. Exhale, dive over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, long line from head to tail. Exhale, deep fold. Could walk your arms through your legs this time. Oh, we took a twist. We'll get a twist in a moment. Those of you that are remembering that twist, maybe we'll do that in just a moment. But if you're with me still, you could walk your hands through the legs. Just take a little rest here. And breathe. Slide your hands under your shoulders or back to your legs. Anyone that's craving that twist, let's lengthen out to a flat back and then bring the back right arm up. Inhale. Exhale, release. Take a deep in your fold. We'll go the other way. Inhale, other arm out and up. Breathe in. And exhale, fold. Good job. Bend your knees. Place your hands to your thighs. Press off your thighs, lengthen up. And then big sun breath. Inhale. Exhale, arms open. Turn your left foot forward. Bend your left knee, warrior 2. Deep breath in. Exhale, cartwheel down, left hand, right hand. Pivot on ball of back foot. And walk your hands or your blocks forward. Soften your back knee. Spring up to supported warrior 3. So lift the leg, press the head away from your heel. Flex your foot, your toe is down, your heel is up. You're high and your fingertips are blocked. Those that want to stay here could stay, or lift the hands up to balance, or arms out like wings to balance. Those that want standing half moon, left hand or block, more in front of the face. Open the right hip and the pelvis and the belly. Flex the foot to the long edge of the mat, the side of the room. Bring the right hand to the hip, or lift your right arm skyward. You could keep looking down, or you could take the gaze to the side or up to the ceiling. Those that still want more, point your foot, bend your knee, and reach back. And hold. And breathe. If you're catching your foot, let it go. Standing split for everybody. Drop your hand, lower your head, point your foot, lower the torso and everything towards the bottom leg. And then come into that curtsy. So bend your knees, tuck your back knee into the front knee, look up, inhale. Exhale, kick it up again. Twice more. Bend the knees. And kick it up. Last time, bend the knees. And kick it up. This time, take that long leg behind your standing leg. So cross the legs, the inner thighs, the calves, the ankles. Inhale, flat back. Come onto fingertips, blocks, or shin. And fold. And breathe. And pause. Unravel your legs. Soften your knees. And slowly, then mindfully start to roll up to stand. Inhale, arms flow out and up one last time. As you exhale, bring your thumb to your third eye, right between your eyebrows, that place of intuition, inner knowing, guidance. Hold there and breathe. Deep inhale. Exhale, thumb to heart center, sternum. Back to your intention of welcoming yourself, accepting right where you are in this moment. Perfect, just as everything is, just settling into a sense of peace, of ease, of gratitude. Take a deep breath. Exhale, release your arms. Final sun breath for now. Big breath in, arms lift. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lengthen last time. Exhale, fold. Send your left leg back and land on your knee. Send your right leg back and land on your knee. Keep your toes curled under your hips high and walk out to puppy. If you have the ability to grab the front of your mat, you could grab the front edge of your mat and give yourself a little traction here, reaching the hands forward, curling the toes under, breathing in puppy. Deep inhale. Exhale and curl the toes, sink the hips back, let the arms glide alongside the body, let the backs of the hands touch the ground, the palms open up, the belly rests on the thighs, the shoulders drape over the thighs. Few breaths. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Catch the outer edges of the feet to the heels. Stay here and then maybe come into rabbit. Lift the hips, tuck the chin, roll towards the hairline. Or lift the head up, tuck the chin, and come back down on the top of the head. Feel that openness in your upper back between your shoulder blades. And breathe. Deep breath in. And full breath out, release. And release your hands to the ground underneath the shoulders. Press into the hands, roll up or lengthen up. You're just going to come into stillness. So you could rest the hands in the lap, or you could open your palms. You can close your eyes. If sitting on the heels isn't comfortable, put a block underneath the hips between the legs, or 2 blocks, or you could come to sit on your bottom and cross the legs if that's better for you. Wherever you are, See if you could just find a moment of pause, a moment of stillness, feeling length and space from your tail to the top of the head. Tapping into this channel of light, this beacon of light from your tail to your head, this long, tall spine. Feeling that light radiate through your whole body, into your chest, your heart, out the hands, the top of the head, the front of the body, the back of the body. Take another deep inhale. As you exhale, lower your chin, let your hands slip off your lap if they were there. Send your hips off to the side. If you're sitting on something, you can move it away. Swing your legs around. And let's slide our bodies forward. So you'll scooch up. We'll spend the rest of the time on our mats, or on our backs, rather, on the mat. So if you want any extra layers, you could have them. If you want any props to support your rest in a moment, you could gather that. We're not quite there yet for resting, but let the arms lift up. And then exhale, lower, round, and curl. Come all the way down. And then lengthen your spine from your fingers to your toes. Stretch way out. Take a deep breath in. And full breath out. Take your knees into your body. You can hold on to your knees. Or you could hold on to your shins. Or you could wrap the arms around for a hug and a rock, left to right. And then with the hands to the knees, start to circle and stir your knees around one way. And start to circle and stir your knees the other way. Lower your knee, or lower your feet rather, toes forward, heels back, arms alongside the body. Let's come right into bridge for a moment. So lift the hips up. They can come in line with the thighs here, or they could be lower if that's better for you. Arms long, palms down. If you want to go deeper, roll one shoulder under, roll the other shoulder under, interlace your fingers and press your fists to your heels. Few breaths. Deep inhale. Exhale, release the hands and slowly lower your spine all the way down. And then hug your right knee into your body, just the right knee. You can stay with the left leg where it is or extend the left leg forward and then give the right leg a rock side to side. That's getting into the hip here, the back. Hugging to the knee into the chest. Pause with the knee stacked right above the hip. You could close your eyes or soften your gaze if that's comfortable. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lower your foot, open your arms to T, press into the right foot, slide your hips a bit to the right, and then let your right leg come up and over as you roll onto the left hip. And you could scooch that left hip under the right hip, let the right knee be about hip height here. You could open up the back of the knees. There's like a 90-degree bend in the back of the leg if that feels okay. Arms to T, or you could take the left hand to the outer edge of your thigh. Your gaze could be the ceiling, or you could turn your head away from your knee and take a few breaths here. Take a deep breath in. And full breath out. Head comes back through center. Release the leg. You can come back onto your spine. Bring your right foot back. Use that foot to help shift the hips back. And then hug your left knee in. You can hold the knee or the shin. You could keep the right foot where it is, or you could stretch the right leg long. And then give the left knee a rock. Side to side, left to right. And hugging the knee into the body towards the chest. Just pause there for a few breaths. Deep inhale. Exhale, lower the foot, open the arms to T. Press into the bottom left foot, slide the hips over to the left, and then bring the left leg up and over, tucking the right bottom hip under the left hip, letting there be that 90-degree bend at the back of the left leg. The right hand can come to the leg if you'd like, or keep it at T. The head could turn away. Feel free to close the eyes or soften the gaze or have a steady gaze. And breathe. Let your head come through center. Start to come back onto the spine, press into the left foot, shift the hips back. Let's take one more full body stretch out from fingers to toes. Gather your knees into your body, give yourself a big hug. You could lift the head up if you wanted to for a moment, tuck the head up towards the knees, curl everything in. And then lower the shoulders, the head, lower the feet and the legs. Shuffle your feet maps width and distance. Let your inner thighs and knees fall together to touch. Bring your hands to your belly or a hand to your heart and a hand to the belly. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, turn your head over to the right and pause, sending your awareness, your breath, and your attention towards the left open side of your neck. Take a deep breath in. And full breath out. Inhale through center. Exhale up and over to the other side. The head turns to the left. You'll pause and breathe into the open right side of your neck. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Inhale through center. Exhale right where you are. Take a moment to settle and land. Returning back home to yourself, back to your body, back to your breath, back to your heart. Sending all the love and peace and ease and compassion and grace back into yourself, just as you would extend to any other dear one in your life. Coming back to the intention of welcoming yourself to this day, just as you are, feeling whole, complete, in union, in harmony, just as things are in this moment. Feel free to stay if you'd like. Come into any other movement or posture, stretch that's calling to you. Or come to rest in Shavasana by separating the knees slightly, extending the right leg to the right corner of the mat, the left leg to the left corner of the mat. The arms come off the body, backs of hands touch the ground, palms open, eyes close or soften. And you'll take a few moments to land, to settle. As you come into this final pose, you can let your body completely relax when you're ready. Allowing your breath to soften and move in and out of the body in an effortless way. Feel your mind settle. And give yourself permission to relax and let go. As you settle into stillness and silence, taking the next several moments to enjoy this much deserved rest, this opportunity to recharge, to refill, and to connect more deeply to this place of peace and ease and presence. And as you stay in Shavasana, knowing that you can remain in this resting pose for as long as your time allows today, feeling free to bring your awareness back when you're ready. Perhaps just noticing your body and the shape that it's creating right now, where the legs are and the arms, the torso and the head, hands and the feet. Become aware that you're breathing again. Feel free to lengthen and deepen the breath if you'd like. As your breath deepens, you might choose to invite movement back into your body or reconnect to your body in some way. And if you're transitioning out of Shavasana, gently come onto either side into a fetal position on the left or the right. And press the ground away, come up to seated. The palms could be down or up on your lap. You could have closed eyes or a soft gaze, and we'll join together for another breath here. So take a deep breath in. And full breath out. On your next breath, let your hands connect in front of your heart to prayer position, Anjali Mudra. As you exhale, bow your head to yourself, to your intention, to this wholeness that you're embodying today, to one another, to this new day. And we'll end our practice together on the sound of Om, the sound of community, starting with a letting go breath. Take a deep inhale. Exhale a sigh. We'll begin. Deep breath. And as your head bows back to yourself and to one another, taking one last moment to honor the divinity and the light that shine within you. Namaste.